People always ask me what my type is or what I really look for in guys, and I'm finally making a video to address the 4 things I look for in a guy before I date them. And I know that's a little wordy, but let me get down to it. The 4th thing I look for in a guy, and I'm going from least important to important, is someone who is calm and collected. Now, I know this sounds important, and it is. That's why it's my top 4. So let me talk about it a little. I don't want to date a guy who's going to freak out when he screws up. I want a guy who can screw up, admit he's wrong, and move on with it. I want a guy who isn't going to try to get one over on me, fight, avoid me, freak out on me when we hit issues. And when I see someone who faces conflict with, a confident face and a confident stride, nothing is sexier. Well, nothing except for 3, 2, and 1. Which brings me to number 3, because you can't have number 4 without number 3. And number 3 is independence. Now, this can mean a lot of things because there are a lot of different ways that we can depend on people, financially, emotionally, so on and so forth. But specifically, financially, I want someone who is independent from their parents' money to an extent. Like, I don't want to go home and have sex using condoms that your mama bought and lube that your dad gave you money for. That's uncomfortable. And as far as emotionally independent, I don't want to date someone who's still getting over someone else. If you're not ready to be back in the dating pool, don't stick your feet in. If you have trust issues, dating isn't for you. Try knitting or baseball. Which brings me to number 2, which has nothing to do with knitting or baseball. But number 2 is someone with compassion. There's nothing sexier than seeing a guy with a dog or a guy that's good with kids. It takes someone who is very firm in themselves to be able to take care of another life. Be it even just a cat or a dog, which doesn't seem like a big deal. For someone to properly care for a cat or a dog is a big deal for me. That's sexy. For a guy who's good with kids, that's sexy. For a guy who is polite and just compassionate, that's sexy. Which brings me to the number 1 turn on and the thing that I look for in every guy, which is experience. And this can mean a lot of things too, but I'm talking about in the bedroom. If we're gonna be honest, I do not want to get back home. I do not want to get in the mood, and I do not want to get to the bedroom just to find out that I'm with some awkward, clumsy guy who has no clue what he's doing. And there's no excuse for being that awkward, clumsy guy. If that's you, don't worry. We've all been that guy. But you don't have to be any longer. You can get out of it by practicing. And how do you practice? With toys. Trust me, you can either get out your awkward moments alone with your toys, or you can get them out with other people as they happen live, which tends to be a lot worse. So let's go with the first option. If you don't have toys, it's time to start. Get your first toy, and let me help you get your first toy. Or another toy. If you already do have toys like me, you know growing your collection can be a lot of fun and feel pretty good too. So go to adamandeve.com, enter promo code PROMO50. That is PROMO 50. That is going to take your item that you chose to get experienced with, and that is going to take it and give you half off the cost of that item. If that item was $100, it's now $50. If it was $10, it was $5. You know how that works. On top of that, you're going to get a free mystery gift. You're going to get 3 free DVDs and free shipping. Now that's a pretty amazing deal. Just go to adamandeve.com, enter promo code PROMO50 at checkout, and quit being that awkward, unexperienced guy. Get sexier than you've ever thought possible.